knockout. I'm f***ing him up, Ariel. I'm f***ing him up. He hits like a It's personal now. It's personal now.
All's that old guy fighting. And they're not appreciating.
Wrong guy, I'm a hardcore boxing fan, he's one of my heroes. I find it very sad, but it's a big event, I understand.
Things just went crazy. Jake Paul slapped Anthony Joshua during the press conference and it instantly heated up the whole place. Joshua didn't even flinch, but you could see in his eyes that this fight just got personal. When they get in the ring, Jake Paul is going to be in serious trouble.
7-week training camp, boom bam, we're here now, ready to rock and roll. So I understand my process. And that's why I worry about myself, not what everyone else's opinion is. I know what I've got to do.
Tony Bellew says it's scary for the sport. And he's not exaggerating. It's not that it's bad, it's just crazy how far things have gone. This isn't normal boxing anymore. It feels like a circus. Jake Paul is causing chaos, but Anthony Joshua is staying calm, focused, and ready to control.
It's frightening for the sport. It's not that it's bad, it's frightening. But listen, this isn't boxing as a sport, this is the circus.
Roy Jones Jr. noticed the tension after Jake Paul slapped Anthony Joshua. He could tell Jake thought he was making a big statement, but Joshua stayed calm and steady. That slap made the fight personal. And once there in the ring, Joshua will make sure Jake Paul regrets every second of it.
Just going through the motion, he's serious about it, so I liked it.
Yeah, like his energy was very calming throughout the week.
Yes, it was.
Johnny Nelson is clearly disappointed with how things turned out after Jake Paul slapped Anthony Joshua. He talks about all the confusion and the chaos happening around the situation. Everyone is talking and guessing what will happen next, almost like it's a live drama. But Joshua stays focused. And once there in the ring, Joshua will take charge, and Jake Paul will face the full consequences of making this personal.
It don't matter what drugs you take, it doesn't make you a better fighter. Might make you stronger, might make you fit. It doesn't make you a better fighter, and that's proof. So until more new...
Derek Chisora isn't holding back. He says Jake Paul doesn't have the power to knock out Anthony Joshua, and anyone who thinks he does is dreaming. After that slap, the fight has become personal, and Joshua will make Jake Paul pay for it. In the ring, it won't just be a win, it'll be a lesson and a clear statement about who the real heavyweight is.
Whatever happened to be exciting.
Does he have the power to knock out Joshua?
Nah, he hasn't got the power to knock out Joshua.
How does that fight end?
Jake Paul going to an ambulance, bro.
Tony Bellew says this fight has captured the public's attention like no other. Jake Paul's slap has made everything personal and intense. The stakes are huge, and fans are excited to see how Joshua responds. Everyone knows this isn't just a fight anymore, it's about respect and proving dominance. In the ring, Joshua will show why he's a true champion and why Jake Paul crossed the line.
Wrong, but I think this fight's just gone tough on the toe.
It's absolutely grabbed the public interest now to another level, isn't it?
This is quite simply the biggest fight this country's ever seen.
Jake Paul is talking trash like always, but after that slap, he took things way too far. Calling Anthony Joshua names won't help him in the ring. Joshua isn't someone who shrugs off insults. Now it's personal. When they fight, Joshua will show that experience, skill, and power matter a lot more than words. Jake Paul will soon learn that the disrespect he showed at the press conference is going to cost him badly once they're inside the ring.
Yeah, man, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this, there's the back and forth, but Piers, I'm being so honest, man, this guy is easy work.
Johnny Nelson says Jake Paul is acting crazy, and he's right. Jake Paul clearly doesn't understand what he's getting himself into after that slap. Anthony Joshua is a two-time heavyweight champion, and he doesn't play around. This is serious. Joshua hits hard, and he hits to finish. That slap made the fight deeply personal. And in the ring, Joshua will make sure Jake Paul pays for every bit of disrespect. This is going to be a tough lesson for anyone who thinks showmanship can beat real skill.
If he thinks he can get it with Anthony Joshua, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and play tiddlywinks, I don't think AJ plays
touch.
Eddie Hearn is warning Jake Paul, and he's not exaggerating. After that slap, things have gotten personal and dangerous. Anthony Joshua can take someone apart, and he doesn't hold back. This fight isn't just about money or hype, it's about survival and respect. Joshua knows how to punish anyone who crosses the line, and Jake Paul has shown total disrespect. In the ring, Joshua will make a statement, showing that skill, power, and experience always beat cheap stunts and empty talk.
Send me something in the comments, but I don't know. So with cocaine, I don't know if it stays in your system for 48 hours or whatever, and people think, oh, you won't know what stays for 2 weeks. I don't know. Why would you take it knowing there's a possibility that it's going to be in your system? And why would you take it for our sport anyway? But let's get some meat on the bones first before we throw him under the bus.
Eddie Hearn says the slap was a cowardly move, and he's right. Jake Paul crossed a line that should never be crossed at a press conference. Anthony Joshua is not someone you disrespect and walk away from. Now the fight is personal. In the ring, Joshua will show that actions like that have consequences. Every punch will carry the focus and anger of a man who doesn't tolerate disrespect. Jake Paul is about to learn that what you say and do outside the ring can make your defeat inside the ring even worse.
It was a bitch move. I really did.
Have you spoken?
I would never. If you chin someone at a presser, if you do that, it's different. But when you
Adam Smith says this is boxing and things like this can happen, but he's right, it shouldn't happen face to face. Jake Paul slapped Anthony Joshua, and now the fight is hotter than ever. The event has become bigger and more intense because of it. Everyone is watching closely. Joshua won't let cheap stunts break his focus. And the moment he steps into the ring, all the talk stops. Jake Paul will feel the full force of a man who takes fights seriously and doesn't
speak for the casual fans. Do we condone it? I mean, in boxing terms, should that happen at a head-to-head? Of course not, but these things do happen. This is the fight business, and it's just made it even bigger, and we wait to see what happens.
Frank Warren is warning everyone that this is a dangerous fight, and he's right. Jake Paul slapped Anthony Joshua, making the fight personal and extremely heated. Joshua is a true champion who knows how to punish anyone who disrespects him. Jake Paul may be confident, but he's up against a man with power, skill, and focus. This isn't a circus anymore, it's a serious battle. In the ring, Joshua will make sure Jake Paul pays for his stunt, and every punch will remind him that he crossed the line.
If I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there.
Tony Bellew calls this fight a huge mismatch, and he's completely right. Jake Paul slapped Anthony Joshua, and now he's up against a man who is more focused and dangerous than ever. Bellew warns that Jake Paul's health is at serious risk. Joshua doesn't fight for money. He fights to dominate and punish. The slap made this fight personal, and in the ring, Joshua will show why experience, power, and skill always beat bravado. Jake Paul will quickly learn that being in the ring with a champion is nothing like showmanship.
Just a gross mismatch.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand his health is in jeopardy. So, I'm not even entertaining it. I just think it's dangerous. And listen, I might have to work it. But it's just...
It's kind of ludicrous, isn't it, really?
It's insane. This boy is nuts. He's nuts, and I think he's putting his life before he's putting his life.
Spencer Oliver says Anthony Joshua sees fights differently, and he's right. After Jake Paul's slap, this fight has become personal and intense. Joshua knows the stakes, and even if some fans call it a money grab, it will be much more than that in the ring. Joshua is experienced, smart, and powerful, while Jake Paul clearly underestimates the danger. Every bit of disrespect from the press conference will be met with force and precision. Joshua will make this fight a statement and a lesson for anyone who thinks showmanship can beat real skill.
Financial welfare, but Jake Paul going into a fight with Anthony Joshua, to me, is absurd. I mean, Anthony Joshua is a legitimate two-time heavyweight champion of the world. He may have got destroyed by Daniel Dubois, but notwithstanding there's nothing physically wrong with Anthony Joshua that he can't execute. Mentally, he might be in a little bit of a difficult position.
Frank Warren says the fight might never happen, reflecting on how chaotic things have become. But after Jake Paul slapped Anthony Joshua, everything changed, and the personal stakes are huge. Joshua is focused, calm, and ruthless, and he won't let anything distract him. Jake Paul made a big mistake, and will pay for it in the ring. This fight is now about more than money or hype. It's about respect and power. Joshua will make sure the slap is remembered, and Jake Paul will regret every moment of disrespect.
The penny dropped that the fight could never go forward, and some of the stuff that's come out since about people being, the board being sued and something, but it's just a non-runner.
The stage is set, and tension is at its highest after Jake Paul slapped Anthony Joshua at the press conference. Now the fight is personal. It's no longer just about money or hype. Joshua is calm, focused, and ready to punish anyone who crosses the line. Jake Paul's disrespect will cost him dearly. Mentally, Joshua is stronger and more experienced, knowing exactly how to turn anger into precise, powerful punches. Jake Paul may have confidence and bravado, but in the ring, none of that matters against a true champion. Every punch Joshua throws will show respect and dominance, and every moment of the slap will be repaid. Are you backing Anthony Joshua to show his full power, or do you think Jake Paul can pull off the impossible? Share your thoughts in the comments and join the debate with fans around the world.